welcome back to 843 TV. We're here now with Mr. Robert Cordillo. He is the principal at the Ridgeland Elementary School. Thank you for being with us. How are you?
Absolutely. Glad to be here this morning. Great.
So tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how long have you been principal at Ridgeland?
Well, I have been at Ridgeland. This is my third year at Ridgeland Elementary School. I've been a principal for 9 years and been in education. This is my 18th year in education, originally from the Charleston area, and loving it down here.
Not too far from home.
Not too far from home, only a couple hours down the road.
Where did you work before here?
I was the principal of Daniel Island School in Charleston, and before that I was principal of Midland Park Elementary, which is right outside the Air Force Base in Charleston.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, Mr. Cordillo, well, tell us about the Ridgeland Elementary School and the faculty population, the students.
Okay, we're a school, we are a rural school, but we do have 920 children in our building, and we also have an additional 60 Head Start children. We serve grades, child development through 5th grade, and we have about 120 staff members on staff, and that's including all of our wonderful cafeteria workers, our bus drivers, and all of the support staff that support the instructional staff in the school.
Is that a high number? You said 924?
That's a large elementary school.
Okay.
That's a very large elementary school. Most elementary schools these days are somewhere between 500 and 700, so we're a little bit larger. We serve quite an expanse across Jasper County.
Broad.
Yeah, we have children that go all the way out from Coosawhatchee and I'm saying it wrong, but Pocataglio and all those places, up to Grays, back down to Robertville, Fordville, and all those areas. So we have students who ride the bus for close to an hour.
Wow.
Now, is that because it was consolidated?
No, we're actually still, the consolidation happened with the middle school and the high school.
Okay.
So we have 2 elementary schools, one on the Ridgeland campus and one on the Hardyville
And it's
campus.
still that big?
It is.
It's a lot of kids.
We have 650 at the Hardyville Elementary campus, and we have the 920 at our campus.
I like how it's set up, though. That scared me. Being a mom, it scared me. I'm like, there's a lot of kids. How are you going to keep the kids separated? But the way they have it set up, they're all kind of in their own little sections.
And, you know, we have parents ask us all the time, don't you think that that's going to be a problem with having, you know, high school children on the bus with your elementary students? But actually it works to our benefit because the high school children take good care of my little ones.
They mentor them.
Watch after them. And they do. And they read to them and they work with them. So it actually works out to our benefit.
Tutor them on that long bus ride home.
They can. They can.
Get homework done.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
Speaking of work, Everyday Math is in its 2nd year there, and how is that doing, and what is that program, and how does it benefit students?
We actually decided to go with the Everyday Math program last year. We knew we needed something with the move to Common Core state standards. We knew that we needed something more that would promote higher levels of thinking in our children and give them an opportunity to solve real world problems because that's so important. And we've actually used Everyday Math. I actually had the opportunity to teach the very first series that came out of the University of Chicago, and then it's been revised 4 or 5 times since then. So we're now using the Common Core edition of it, but it is giving us the chance to really promote higher levels of thinking in our children, give them the chance to look at a problem and come up with 2 or 3 different ways to solve that problem. So it's not just about one way is the only way, kind of like we were taught I know when I was in school, we were taught this is the way you do it and you will solve the problem, that's it. Now they have 4 or 5 ways that they can solve a problem and arrive at the same answer, and that's what we're looking for.
I help my daughter with hers sometimes because they have it already in Beaufort County, but they're almost like little word problems. Is that right?
They are a lot of word problems, a lot of reading
Some
involved.
of them aren't little.
Yeah. Some of them are kind of tough. It takes me a minute. I'm like, wait a second.
Well, Riley will read hers out loud, and I'm like, whoa, 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 hang on. What now? And I was pretty good in math. And I'm like...
And you know, one of the things that we did to address that was to bring our parents in and have little Everyday Math family nights, or we also did it at 10 o'clock in the morning for those who couldn't make it at night. And we would take time to explain to our parents, okay, this is how you solve problems with partial sums. We're starting in the hundreds column, which was, everybody was like, what? You know, we're starting in the hundreds column, but we would teach our parents this is another way to do it. So we actually helped parents understand math better, or else understand how they can help their child when they get home.
That's right.
Because it is very difficult.
Well, Riley's getting up there, and some of her problems, I'm like, okay.
It's good to challenge them, though.
Absolutely.
So.
And it does provide them with a
It
big
does.
challenge.
I like, though, that it offers more than one option, because
Yes.
I am not a left brain thinker. I'm a right brain thinker, so I always turn everything backwards. Well, still talking about parents, obviously they're very important to the success of an elementary and all school children, honestly, but how do they play an important role with Ridgelands?
Well, we have to find new ways. Our parents, just like all of us, work full-time jobs. They are very busy. So we tend to offer sessions for our parents or different times for them to come in. We also offer different options for our parents. Just because you work all day doesn't mean you can't volunteer in the school. We can send bags home of things to cut, lamination, word cards, math fact triangles for our children that parents can cut at home. They can sort papers for our teachers. There's a lot of things they can do. So we try to find different ways, and also we survey our parents a lot to find out what is of interest to them, because we want to bring them in and give them what parents feel that they need, because times are changing in education, so they need to know about Common Core standards, they need to know about new math programs, they need to know how to use all of the online resources that we have. So we're trying really to meet the needs of our parents based on what they tell us they need, and every opportunity we can, we want to bring more and more in.
And you mentioned volunteers, and we live in an area that has a ton of volunteerism.
Well, we've actually benefited greatly from First Presbyterian Hilton Head. They send over books, they send over people to tutor children, whether it be in the Alphabet Junction program or our guided reading programs. The United Way of the Low Country has been a great sponsor of the Jasper County Schools, bringing in volunteers into the school. We have the Agape Educational Center. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The Antioch Educational Center, which is our Backpack Buddy sponsor. So we have groups and volunteers all over the place, and it's as simple as filling out a volunteer application, bringing it into the school, and we get you cleared, and we'll start you. We have plenty for all of our volunteers.
And you can get that form online, right?
You can get that form online, or you can contact the school or the school district, and we can get that to you quickly.
I always tell my clients real quick, I have a lot of retired women, whether they're widowed or their husbands are golfing and they don't have anything to do. If you're looking for something to volunteer, all of the schools anywhere around here are really looking for volunteers.
Absolutely. We have plenty for everyone to do, whether it be read to a child or if they're not comfortable working with a child, we have plenty of support tasks that they can do.
That's great.
Find them something to keep them busy.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much for being with us today. If you're looking for more information, go to their website at jcsd.net and make sure that you join us next time for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.